appreciate you.
No problem.
All right, so we will go ahead and start with questions. Jeff, I see that your hand is raised. We can kick it off with you.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good deal. Hey, congratulations on the new deal. Good luck with the new team. I was wondering if you could go give us a play-by-play of you catching that young fan out of the stands when at Bank of America when you played here. What happened, and just have you been in contact with them ever since?
Oh yeah. I think it was just like me seeing them. I believe one of the fans called my name over in that section, and I just seen him coming down. And when I seen him come down, it was just a natural reaction to go catch him. And yeah, we were in contact. He was a big Chiefs fan, so the family traveled with the team almost. So I was able to the following game he came out to KC, and I was able to meet him, and I gave him a jersey.
Oh, that was done. And just the second part, just to transition into it, but what kind of helping hand do you plan on giving the Panthers defensive front this year?
I mean, just to bring everything that I was doing already, bringing my energy and just, I mean, it's a transition. So continue to do what I've been doing. I think is just could be at a higher level. Of course, I'm still learning and still growing as a player. So, that's what I could bring.
Hey, thank you.
No problem.
Hey, I can jump in here. Hi, Turk. This is Alex Etlow with the Charlotte Observer. Thanks for taking the time today, man. Um, Kind of building off of Jeff's question, what you were asked a few times in Kansas City to drop back in coverage. How comfortable are you in that? And do you think that's an area of opportunity with this particular defense?
I mean, I still got, we trending towards OTA. So once I get there, I understand what's going on. But I mean, there's an area where if it comes, it comes. I could do it. I'm a team player, so if it's called for, then I do it. If it's not, then I'll be great at what they tell me to do.
You had a career high in sacks last year. I mean, just generally speaking, what was the what went right for you last year?
Um, I mean, it all started with the times like now, off-season training. Um, then you go into OTAs and you build a little bit more. Then you get a little break before you come back to training camp. And, after you go to OTAs, you kind of see the guys that you facing and seeing what you could fix. I think I'm also getting older in the league, like it was year 5, of course, and I had a little setback in between there when I tore my ACL, but just the understanding of the game and being able to start putting everything together. I mean, I've always been an athletic guy, but now it's all coming together. My tools are coming together.
Great. Thanks, man.
All right, we'll go to Mike, followed by David Newton.
Hey Turk, welcome to Charlotte. Congrats on the contract. How was that red velvet cake that you got on signing day? How was that?
I started with the girls, but it was good, man. Always, I'm a real Velvet fan, so it was good to get a little piece of that cake.
Me too, that's why I had to ask. Where did you get the nickname Turk? What's the story behind that?
Uh, when I was younger, man, I was over at a friend's house, and everybody just talked about how my legs was built. Like I like kind of got turkey leg, like kind of big lower half, and it just came from there. They just took the EY off and called me Turk, and then it's actually a gorilla. And what is that? She is a girl gorilla. Her name is Turk, and
Tarzan. And
Tarzan
Tarzan.
and Tarzan. So that's kind of like my little favorite animal. So it kind of all went together.
From a football standpoint, you came from a college that I think produced like three, NFL players like way back when there's not a lot of like legacy at a college program and you're coming from a bit of a lower level school or an overlooked school, how did you keep your confidence up, knowing that the dream was possible of getting to the NFL?
I think it's just I dedicate myself to hard work um, and learning. I'm always a coachable guy, been a coachable guy. So just once you get an opportunity, you got to seize it. And that's what I like to seize opportunities. Once I got a chance to get in the door with the Chiefs, it was of course already they had success. You kind of attached to it a little bit more to what they're telling you. So the understanding the game just came to me. I always had the things already there, like the tools, and it was just to make sure that when you get your opportunity, that I make the best of it. And here we are now.
Thanks, Turk.
Hey, Kurt, David Newton, ESPN.com. Congrats on getting a new deal here. Wanted to ask you what it was the biggest obstacle you feel like you've had to overcome to get to the point you are now, where your career seems to be taking off.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would say I never had a major injury until my ACL, so that was an obstacle. You know, going seeing your team they continue to succeed and able to go win when I was hurt. So I feel like that was big. And coming back, the situations that was going on, you kind of came back a little early than I would have liked it, and going through that and then getting going at the end of the year. So I feel like that was the biggest obstacle. And then the second probably be I came in COVID. So I didn't get to do a pro day. I didn't get to do any of that. Those things that probably would have lit me up on the boards, I didn't get to show. So those are two things.
And what is it like going from an organization that's at the highest level in the NFL and been there since you got there, I guess, and to an organization that's trying to get there?
I mean, each year with this league, you never know what teams are gonna spark. Like people probably didn't think the Commanders was gonna be where they at. So the biggest transition would be just coming in and playing my piece of letting them understand what success is. So it's really not necessarily a fault to the organization, but I mean, it could always happen. Like that's the thing. You got a quarterback trending in the right direction. I like what they're doing with the defense, and you still got 9 draft picks. So, there's a lot of things that could turn around in a year, as you've just seen with the organization, the Commanders. Like, you know.
And how many teams did you talk to when you were deciding on whether to come Carolina or wherever you were going to end up?
I think my agent we didn't not take any conversations. Just being how the market was this year. So talked to a lot of teams. Just seeing where they felt like I stood. And everybody kind of said the same thing, that I was the top guy. So once that happened, we were talking, and Carolina came through, and Tillis is over there. So and a lot of guys told me good things about it. So it just made sense.
Appreciate it. Thanks. Good luck.
All right, we will go to Darren, followed by Joe Person.
Turk, you've been playing next to a guy in Chris Jones who's been at a high level for a long time. How would you kind of compare being next to him to your new role with being on a line with a guy like Derek Brown? And how much have you gotten to know Derek since you've been here?
Oh yeah, he reached out to me. Of course, we're going through a transition that I haven't been through before, so we still got a lot of learning each other to do. But everything's genuine with him. When he saw me, it was genuine, and me and Derek came in the same year, so we kind of it's gonna be a good tandem. He's a great player. Watching him when we played against him, he's a great player. So. Chris brought things to the game that helped me, and I brought things to the game that helped him as we were going along with the situation. So I just think that we'll be able to play off each other, and we'll get there with the relationship and understanding what we could do with each other.
Hey, Turk, good to see you. Appreciate you doing this. Wondered if you said you were talking to other teams. I'm sure you're in communication with your agent. What was your agent or the Panthers telling you about that they apparently thought they had a deal for Milton Williams, which would have affected your deal here. Just how did that all go down, and were you kind of keeping up with that in those early hours of Monday?
I mean, I think when I was going into the situation, I played out of position in Kansas City. I kind of played a lot of snap nose. I played a lot of snaps at the nose guard, which not saying I can't do it, but everybody, wanna. I got an ability to rush, so that's the thing that I want to be able to do and I want to work for with this organization. Of course, I don't think it's handed to me. I want to get into OTAs and show that I could know the playbook and I want to continue to earn everything that is going on. But I didn't keep up with what was going on with others just because going into the situation, my agency was confident with what's going on and you can't get lost in those type of things. Everybody gonna get an opportunity, and it was coming eventually.
So were you saying you might get some snaps, pass rush snaps at nose? What is that what you meant?
Oh no, I'm saying like when I was in Kansas City, like the situation, I played a lot. I played snaps there. Like I started
Got
the
it.
game there, which not bad. Like it's not something that I can't do, But I just want to play a tackle.
Yeah, along those lines, your production shot up last year. Was that a matter of opportunity, or did you figure something out as a pass rusher? What attributed to that?
I think I'm just learning what the guys around me could do, and making us work as one. Chris is a guy who can line up anywhere, so you gotta be able to adjust on the fly. Like when you with him, man, that's a credit to him that he could do that. So you gotta work with the others around you to make sure that you all could eat. So that was just what a part of it was. Seeing that I could have somebody from the edge. Maybe we work a game with each other, or when I'm licking my chops and I'm ready to go win a one, it's time to win the one when you know you got it. So just understanding the situations helped me a lot last year.
Thank you.
We have time for a couple more. We'll go to Mike.
Turk, to follow up on that, do you feel more comfortable playing three tech or like 4-eye or five? Like, is that what you're trying to say from like a more of a rushing standpoint?
I mean, I could do it. I mean, I could do it from all over. Like that's just how I've been. I didn't play in different schemes from college to now that I could go all over, but I just think I'm dominant at three.
And you brought up Brant Tillis earlier. We don't get to chat with him a lot in our, in his role. Do you have any good Brant Tillis stories from Kansas City?
Brent just a guy. He just watched me all the time while he was there. He watched 101s and things like that. He was very into it. So I kind of think he know who I am. So just a relationship that was built while he was in Kansas City.
Thanks.
All right, we'll go to Alex. Alex, you're muted.
Hey, yeah, having all sorts of issues. I don't know how that laugh cry emoji came through. Um, when you came to Carolina last year, Bryce Young had one of his better games. I'm just curious on your first impressions of the Panthers quarterback.
Oh man, I think I like that guy a lot. I really like him a lot. I think he showed growth through last year. And I think he's ready to show that he's a top quarterback. He got a sense in the pocket that's dangerous. He got an arm, and if he need to move around to get a first down, he could do it. So I'm really confident in him.
Yeah, I was gonna about his elusiveness specifically. Is he someone who is kind of hard to bring down, would you say?
Yeah, because when you out there, you don't, he's a little guy, so you gotta you gotta be thinking like when I get him, you wanna make him feel it. But it's like he got eyes in the back of his head. Like he know how to escape. He moves around a little bit, and then when he on the run, he can still make every throw that if his feet were set.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks.
All right, Turk, we will let you go. Thank you so much for taking the time. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Nice meeting you all.
Same to you.